Today, we are being sent to the well known as Scorn Stockade. A survivor who escaped the well warns that its master Scorn has turned it into a twisted prison in his obsessive quest for justice. Take care not to become imprisoned yourselves. Seek out victory and return safely. Today, we're going to be taking out Kinfire, Scorn Stockade, solo with one character. We're going to see if Naz of the Wind Strikes can survive. At the start of each of her turns, Naz may move one progress from any challenge to any other. We've got 10 life. We're going to start delving into the stockade. We shuffled up our 3 Scorn cards. Comes with 3. We randomly chose 1. Scorn, they all stay the same. We won't know what we're dealing with until we get to the bottom. We got the standard obstacles to deal with. So first we have the obelisk. If the obelisk is in play, if 2 other copies of that are in play, we lose the game. We've got Scorn's Vault, the Bound Prisoner, and the Shattered Scepter. We're going to start with 8 cards. We lose if we lose our 10 life, or if we take enough exhaustion where we end up being defeated. We have to get to the bottom of this well deck to get to Scorn. So we'll start by taking 3 cards off the top. And then we'll flip our cards over, see what we got, and then Nas will go ahead and start off. So this is our lantern. It's currently not boosted. Once it is, it gives us 5 successes, and then we can attach the card we're attempting under here. So right now, our lantern is not powered. All right, so we've got Rush, Quick Thinking, Inevitable, Tough as Nails, Duel of Honor, Leadership, Probe, and Shattering Blow. Let's see. What do we want to do? So we could play Leadership for 1, or Tough as Nails for 2, and ignore any damage we would suffer. Don't need to boost ourselves. So maybe we'll play Tough as Nails. We can use that to go after Bound Prisoner. And then we can do Quick Thinking to go after a puzzle. Okay, yeah, I think let's do that. So I think let's go after the Bound Prisoner. So we need 7 successes for him. So let us go down 3. If we lose, we take a damage. There is excess progress on this challenge. When completed, attach this card to Scorn after completing it. All right, so we can see that there's some kind of ichor or something getting around that guy. All right, so do we want to use Tough as Nails for this and not take any damage for this first turn? I think so. So let's go ahead. We're going to use Tough as Nails. We're going to go after him with that. So we're going to get 2. We're not going to take any damage. And then we'll go ahead and get our dice ready. See what we get. Looking for reds. No reds. Wow. So only 2 progress. We're going to go ahead and put 2 progress on that card. Normally you would take a penalty, but we are not going to do that. It's going to go in our discard pile. All right. So not great. So let's see. Now what do we want to do? We could do Quick Thinking for 2. If we fail a puzzle, ignore the penalty. And we could go after Scorn's Vault. try to get some of these things down a little bit lower. Let's do that. And yep, we're gonna go after Scorn's Vault with the puzzle. And we'll see if we try to figure this out. A vault, there's nothing behind the wall. Yes, but that's not where the door leads. We're gonna use our quick thinking. This is also not gonna give us a penalty. So let's get a 2. We're looking for blues. And then right now we're just getting some progress on these tokens. Looking for blue, so that's 2. So that means we're going to have 4 progress on the Scorn card. All right, and then we're not going to have a penalty for that one, so we got 4 here. Okay, quick thinking is gone. All right, what can Nas do next? Now she could move 3, 4, 5. She could put 1 on there to make it a 5. And then she could go after this guy. Or we could do leadership. Nope, nothing good boosts leadership. We don't have anything good for green. All right, so let's have her use her ability. We're gonna move 1 progress off of red onto the vault. So now that has 5 on it. And then the bound prisoner, we're gonna go after him again. He's got 1 progress, and we're gonna use shattering blow. And then I think before this action, discard 1 card. I think we're gonna discard. I think we're gonna discard leadership. No, we'll discard probe. And while this card is on top of our discard pile, any player actions gain +1 to their value. All right, so that means right now we've got 6. And we just need 1 more. Looking for red. We got 2 reds, unfortunately. So 2 reds will defeat him, but he's going to get placed under Scorn because of his, if you get excess, he gets placed under. All right. So let's go ahead and get him squared away. It's going to go into our success pile. We get to delve down 3 into the well. So 3 more cards will come off. 1, 2, 3. And we've got a watchtower. All other challenges have +2 difficulty. So if we want to get through this, or else we got to deal with that. And then he's going to go under Scorn. So already not great. So we take a damage if we lose this. We want to go after the watchtower. I don't think we can beat it directly. We can boost ourselves twice, but Duel of Honor cannot be boosted. We could do Rush. Rush is green. And we can boost it to get a +3. That'll take us up to 6. Hmm. Or we can play leadership for 1, boost it for 3, and get 4. All right, I think we're gonna do leadership for 1, boost it for 3, because that'll let us refresh this. Or do we wanna? Well, we have to throw all our cards before, so yeah, let's do that. So we're gonna go after the watchtower. We're gonna go after the watchtower. We're gonna do leadership for 1, and then we're gonna boost it for 3. So we got 4, and we're looking for greens. White can go against anything. That's why you can still boost it. Nothing. So only 4 goes on here. And we're going to take a damage. 4. This is going to go take us down to 9. Where's the 9 at? All right. These are gone. And because we boosted it, we can get our lantern. That's what that little sword symbol means. Our lantern gets charged up. And I think we're going to go after it again. So 3 s 1 is 4. This would be 5, 6. Yeah, we'll do that. So we're going to go after the watchtower again. It's got 4 on it. We're going to use alter. If completed, attach the challenge you're attempting to this card. Copies of any challenges attached to this card are immediately discarded from play. So 5, and then we'll boost it with this green bottle. So that's going to be 6. So we can't. 5 plus 4 is 9. Oh, we actually don't need to boost it. We'll keep rush because 5 plus 4 will be 9. So no matter what, we will pass the test. All right, so we got greens. That's 2. That would have been 7 plus 4. We pass. The watchtower will get attached to our lantern. So if we see any more watchtowers, they immediately get discarded. Yep, they immediately get discarded. So that'll get us by the watchtowers now that we've destroyed one. All right, fantastic. And the bonus for that is we get to go down 4. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4 as Naz of the Wind Strikes gets by the watchtower. And now we're dealing with the Cliffs of Forever. When completed, shuffle this card with the top 3 cards of the well deck before delving. Ooh, this one only goes down 1. It's not good. All right, so what do we have left? We've got Rush, which lets us draw a card after we do it, and we got a Duel of Honor. And none of these can do blues, which means we'd have to go after the Shattered Scepter, or we could exhaust right now and discard those. So going after the Shattered Scepter almost certainly won't do anything. If we go after the Cliffs of Forever, we'd have to shuffle it into the top 3 cards before delving and hope that we don't pull it again. But that is the most likely one for Nas to be able to get through. See, if we do the Scattered Scepter, we only get 1 shot at this one, and if we get it, we might be able to win. So I don't want to use that one yet. I don't want to go this way, but I feel like we have to. It might be better to move at the start of our turn. Maybe we start moving things to the Shattered Scepter. Oh, this will let us get our rune back too. We'll move 1 to the obelisk. Yeah, let's move 1 to the obelisk. And then we're going to take on the Cliffs of Forever with a Duel of Honor. So Duel of Honor, Cliffs of Forever. We need 6. We've got 4. We could boost it to make it 5. We might as well boost it. There's no benefit of us having that 1 extra turn, I don't think. All right, so 5. So we need 1 green. All right, we got 2. So we pass. That means we get to delve 1, and then this has to get shuffled into the top 3 cards. So 1, 2, 3. Shuffle this in. We get to go down 1. Oh boy. And then we'll put this on top and hope that we don't pull the exact same thing. And it is not. It is Icy Shackles. Actions may be boosted with 1 less card. All right. So instead of 2 boosts, we can only do 1. And then it is back to us So we are out of cards. That means we have to exhaust. So exhaust means we take an exhaustion card. We'll get this one. Let me see, show that one real quick. All right, so we have our first exhaustion card. It is estranged. If haunted and guilt ridden are also in play, lose the game. If Valora plays noble education and fails a challenge, lose the game. All right, so we've got estranged. We don't have Valora, so we don't have to worry about that. But we can still lose if we pull haunted and guilt ridden. And then we draw our next 8 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we'll see what can Nas do. So we got one exhausted card here. Estranged. Okay. And after you do your exhaustion, you still play your turn. Okay. All right. So we got 2 reds. We could go after Icy Shackles. And if we lose Icy Shackles, we would have to discard 2 cards of our choice from our hand. I don't like that. You feel a combat calm under fire. That could be good. That's going to give us a blue. We could go after Scorn's Volts. Knockout would be good. If we played Knockout, we can go after Icy Shackles, go after Skull's Volts, and use our Orcus Senses to boost this for a trap. Let's try that. All right, so we're going to go ahead and play Knockout. In Knockout, it says, before this action, you may discard a challenge with progress on it. So, the first thing I'm going to do is use her ability. We're going to use her ability to move progress. So we don't necessarily want to lose it all. So let's go ahead and move the progress to Icy Shackles. Then we're going to do Knockout and discard a card with progress on it. So this will go into the discard pile. Right. Then we're going to take Knockout and we're going to boost it with Orcish Senses. So Orcish Senses boost is +3 versus Trap. And we're going to go and try to get out of these Icy Shackles, which is a trap card. So we've got 6, 7 already. So Icy Shackles has a success on it. We're going to get 3 from the boost from Orcish Senses +3. So we got 7 already. We'll just roll. No matter what, we'll get through it. We got 2. We get out of the Icy Shackles. This is going to let us delve 4. So we'll delve down 4. This goes into our success pile. 1. Did I not take a card out? Oh, no, it's because we did the thing. 2, 3, 4, and then 2 more cards come out because of the one we discarded. Oh, we've got the Headsman. He's bad. And the Parliament. Both these are bad. So the Headsman, we'll take a look at this. So I don't quite remember what he does. I just remember it's bad. Listen, if the Headsman finds you, your journey is over. So he can do 6 damage to you. When this challenge enters play, either gain an exhaustion or suffer 4 damage. That's bad. So we have to either take another exhaustion card or suffer 4 damage. And then this is Parliament. Each time you roll a darkness, suffer 1 damage. Listen, if you see an owl, you need to run. Ah, good. I needed more nightmares. So this Deadly Owl. So those are two horrible cards to pull right now. So now we have to decide, do we want to take another exhaustion or take 4 damage? Do I have anything that heals? I do not. Do we have anything that lets us get rid of an exhaustion? I think we have to take the 4 damage. So we're going to go from 9 down to 5. Just like that, Nas is struggling. All right, so we could play Fist of the Wind. That would let us, if we ignore combat, if we fail a combat, we can ignore it, which I think we could do. We can boost twice. Warrior's Instincts. Before attempting a combat, draw 2 cards. That would probably be good. Surround. That's blue. +2 if this action gets boosted. This blue owl thing also is bad because every time I roll a darkness, it makes us take a damage. So we want to get rid of the Parliament. And I can boost twice. Let's see, to beat 8. So we could do Surround and we could do Intimidate. That would give us 4. And then we get +2 to boost it. That would give us 6. And then I could move the token over the top for 7. And then we would need 1 blue to get rid of it. All right, let's do that. All right, so we're going to go after the Parliament. So this crazy demon owl, we're going to try to get rid of it. And we're going to do that by doing Surround. Going to make it appear that we're all around it. And we're going to boost it because it gives us a +2 to boost. We're going to use our Intimidate to boost for +2. That's going to give us a total of 6. 2 + 2 plus the extra 2. And then we'll use her starting ability to put 1 success on it. So we're going to move this success from the obelisk onto the Parliament. And then we'll roll. So right now we're at 7, so we need 1 blue to kill it. Oh, we didn't get the blue. Dude, we didn't get the blue. Right, so we're going to take 2 damage. That's going to take us down to 3. He's going to have 2, 4, 6. 6 progress on him. And then it's going to be back to us. So it only needs 1. We're in a world of hurt. I don't think Nas might not be able to survive this. Let's see. If you fail a combat, ignore the penalty. Discard the start of any turn to redistribute progress between cards as you wish. All right, so I could discard Tidal Force and put all 7 of those onto the headsman and then attack the headsman. Or we can do Calm Under Fire for 2 and go after the Parliament. If we suffer any damage, we get to draw a card. So what to do? What to do? What to do? I think that's what we do. So we're gonna go after this guy. He's got 7. We're gonna spin the blue. We're gonna do Calm Under Fire for 2. That's gonna kill him. I don't know if we take a damage because of this or if we don't, because he's dead now. Do card effects trigger before or after? Do they trigger? I don't know. You might have to let me know in the comments. I'm gonna say it doesn't trigger because he's dead. Completing a challenge. Refer to the back if the progress is less than. Once all the earned progress has been added, you have completed it. I don't see anything under end of your turn. I don't see anything that says that. Boost the action. Exhausted card effects. Running out of cards. I don't see anything. I'm going to say no. Let me know if that is not correct, but we're already in worse enough trouble. So we have destroyed the parliament. We'll get to delve 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we have the Cliffs of Forever. Another one. We really need to figure out some way to heal. All right, so then it is back to us. I would like to do Warrior's Instinct, but I can't because this guy will kill me. We don't have any progress on anything to redistribute. So I guess we're going to have to play Fist of the Wind. So if you fail a combat, we can ignore the penalty. It's going to give us 2. The only combat we have is the headsman, so we'll go after him. And we can boost it with Warrior's Instinct, so we'll have 4 die looking for reds. All right, so 4 plus 3, that's 7. I'll take that. That's a 7 hit. 3, 6, 7 on the headsman. That's not bad. These 2 cards are gone. And it looks like I can discard this at the start of my turn to redistribute before we shuffle and get another exhaustion card. I kind of feel like I should just put these on the obelisk and then do exhaustion. Then the obelisk will automatically get defeated. And I can refresh. Yeah, let's go ahead and discard this. I'm just gonna put 3 on the obelisk just to give us a better shot. And then we have to take an exhaustion card, which is gonna be discarded. If regretful and traumatized are also in play, lose the game. Right now we have estranged, so it's different, and then we'll get our 8 cards. So we've got 1, 2. All right, we'll have to shuffle the rest of our deck. Nas is probably. I don't think we're halfway through yet. We're still got a ways to go to get to the bottom of the well. We only have 3 life. We really need some healing. I don't think she has any healing cards. I don't remember. When I play this, I usually play 2-handed, but trying something different. Oh wait, we got Dauntless, Wind Mastery, Tough as Nails, Quick Thinking, Probe, Duel of Honor, Orcus Senses, and Rush. So not too much attacking. Any blues? We could go after the obelisk. That would help us. Let's see, we got a green for Rush. We could go after the cliffs. We have +3 versus puzzle, but no puzzles. Yeah, I think we're gonna do tough as nails for 2. We don't really wanna take any more damage. Duel of Honor, we could do green and go after the Cliffs of Forever, but we can't boost it. Oh, let's see. Let's see. 3, 4, 5, 6. It's highly unlikely that we can beat the headsman, and there's no puzzles. Shoot. So we need to try to get through one of these. So I think maybe if we do Orcus Census. No, we can't do that one. We could get a boost versus a trap. So we could do Rush for 3, and we get 3 from Orcus Census versus a trap. So that'd be 6. We could boost it one more time for 7 and go after the Shattered Scepter. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to try to do. So we're going to do Rush, and then we'll do a +3 trap. So that's going to be 6. And then we'll do Wind Mastery for 7. No, we'll keep Wind Mastery. We'll do 6. We're going to use her ability to move 1 success. So we're going to move 1 off of the obelisk. Right. So we need 7. We're doing 6. And that just means we need 1 green. So if we can get 1 green with our rush and our bonus for traps. Before this, oh, this we didn't do this. We're just using this. After this action, we can draw a card. All right. So let's go. Come on. Let me get some green. Oh, there we go. Plenty of greens. Plenty of greens. So we get it. We get the Shattered Scepter. So we're 1/3 of the way if we're able to use this to win. If we find the Broken Crown and the Vacant Throne, we can win immediately. All right, so these are gone. Rush lets me draw another card. And what does this let me do? Go down 2 in the well. Round 1 and 2. And out comes Cliffs of Forever. That sucks. All right, so we got Fist of the Wind. If you fail a combat, ignore that penalty. Tough as nails, ignore any damage. So it feels like we go after the headsman 2 times in a row and just start wailing on this guy. Let's do that. So let's do Fist of the Wind. We're going to go after the headsman. He's got 4 on him, so we're going to get 2 looking for reds. So 3. 3 goes on him. Fist of the Wind is gone. We get to ignore the penalty. 3, 4, 5. Then we're going to do Tough as Nails. That's going to give us 2, 3, 4, 5. Do we want to boost this? Could boost it twice and make it a 4. So right now he's got 3, 6, 7. We'll boost it once. So that should give us 10. Looking for reds. Fantastic. So we take out the headsman. We get to go down 6 in the well. And even though he caused us a great deal of bodily harm, he's been defeated. So Nas is huffing and puffing. She's got rid of him. Go down 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now we got to deal with these cliffs. And Trial of the Heart. I don't remember what this is. A puzzle. If failed, discard your hand and attach this card to Scorn. So it's 7. 7, Trial of the Heart, and it's a puzzle. We do have quick thinking. If you fail, ignore the puzzle penalty, but it's not red. So we'd have to do Dauntless for 3, and then we could boost with quick thinking. So if we do Dauntless for 3 against the red, and then we boost with +3 versus puzzle, that'll give us 6, and we'll need to get a red, or this is going to go under Scorn. Let's try to do it. So we'll put Trial of the Heart over here. Not 100% sure. All right, what that is. All right, so we got Trial of the Heart. These blades, hearts, a puzzle to figure out what weighs so heavily upon your heart, prisoner. And we are doing Dauntless for 3. And then we are going to use our quick thinking boost to give us +3 versus the puzzle. So we've got 6, and we just need 1 red or white. We got it. Fantastic. All right, so this trial has been defeated. Oh, plus we got +1 because this card is on top of our discard. That's going to let us go down 7. That's a really good card to defeat. So we're going down 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, these are upside down. 6, 7. Yeah. Right. And then we've got a Relentless Hound. So we got a white card for 2 and a Duel of Honor green. And it feels like we'll take a damage for these. It's going to take us down to 2 life. I could move one to a Cliff of Forever and do a Duel of Honor against that, or I could move one to the dog. Well, if I move one to the Cliff of Forever, then we can guarantee get by because our hand is small. We're going to have to draw one more of these. And no healing cards so far. Yep, so let's use her ability. Let's move one to the Cliff of Forever. And then we're going to do a Duel of Honor. That's going to give us 5. We can't boost this. So we have to figure out how to get through this thing all by ourselves. Oh, 2, 3 greens, and we get through. All right, so this is good. We go down 1. Then we have to shuffle this into the top 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Put those back down over there. And what do we pull? A bound prisoner. All right, so it's back to us, and we are going to have to take an exhaustion because the card that we have by itself is no good. So we'll discard that. We'll take our exhaustion. It is going to be traumatized. You have regretful and discarded. We do have discarded. So if we get regretful, we'll lose. So we have 2 of the 3 that's going to make us lose. We'll be too exhausted and not be able to get through the dungeon. All right, 8 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Shatter blow, knockout, intimidate, leadership. Don't know if I like these. Inevitable, tidal force, calm under fire. Nothing that heals. Anything that's good against obstacles? No. Any blues? We can get a +3 versus combat. We could do Warrior's Instincts. Shoot. I feel like we should do. Is it worth it to take this 1 damage? Because we want to get this. This will let us get rid of one of those bad cards. So I think even though we are probably going to take a damage. So if I go with these two for 4, we would need 3. I can move this to Bound Prisoner and we would need 2. Or I can do this one and boost it by 2 with Warrior's Instinct. But don't. Or do Knockout for 3 and have this for 6. Rid of this and then discard another card. Get rid of this Cliffs. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. So we're going to go after the Bound Prisoner. We're going to take this guy out. We're going to play Knockout for 3. We're going to move our progress from the obelisk. So we have 1 on the obelisk. We're going to move to here. And this lets us discard that card. So we're going to discard that. And then we've got 6. So we'll discard the Cliffs of Forever. And then we need to try to beat this Bound Prisoner. We need a 1. 1 red to beat him. All right, we got 2. 2 means that's above what we needed, right? 3, 6, 7. So he's going to go under Scorn. This is another one. So we've already got 1 under him. So it's 2 under him. That's not great, but they are defeated, and he lets us go down 3. All right, so we will go down 3. 1, 2, 3, and then we'll draw 2 cards, and we have the Ancient Lock. This lock protects a secret path that leads deep into the earth, and it has to have the master key to defeat it. So there's the Ancient Lock, and there is the Broken Crown. Broken Crown is good. If we get, then we'd only need the throne, but I don't know that we can get that lucky. All right, so what are we gonna do? The Broken Crown for 8 would be great. No reds. We got Warrior's Instinct. There's no combat cards out, which is bad. That's really bad. We can only go after the Broken Crown once. Can't go after the Ancient Lock. So I guess we have to go after the Obelisk. So we'll do Leadership for 1, and then we'll boost it with Intimidate to make it 3, and then we'll do 4. We will need 2 to get by the Obelisk. So we need 2 blues. Do it. 1, oh, that's no blues, nothing. So Obelisk is going to have 4 on it. 1 card will come back out of the well. At least we don't take any damage. We did boost the leadership action, so we can get rid of 1 exhaustion. So we'll do that. We'll get rid of 1 exhaustion. Shuffle this back into the deck. All right, and then we'll figure out what we're going to do on our next turn. So what do we get? We got 1, 2, 3. We got 4. 4 progress on the obelisk. We're gonna go for it again because we don't really have any other choice. We're gonna use tidal force for 2. It's got 4. It should be enough to get rid of it. Yep. So 2 more. We finally defeat the obelisk. Now it really struggles with these. So this is gone. It's got that symbol. We will regenerate our lantern. Now the only downside is we didn't go deeper into the well. And instead we get the courtroom. Heal 3. If failed, attach this card to Scorn. 8. I don't think I can defeat that. We got Warrior's Instincts that we can do 3. Can't boost it. We would take 2 damage. We got Shattering Blow. There's no red cards. And even though I don't want to, I think we have to exhaust again. Yep. I think we have to exhaust. Because if we go after the Relentless Hound and lose, we're going to take 2 damage. We can't boost it because there's no red cards. Can't attack anything with Shattered Blow. So green, really the Hound is our only option. Now I could do Alter on the Hound for 5. And then I could do Warrior's Instincts for 2. That'd be 7. We could do that. And then we need 1 green. Yep. Let's use our lantern. We're going to use our lantern. We're going to go after this Relentless Hound. And then we're going to boost it with Warrior's Instincts. And we need 1 green. 1 green or 1 white. No! Oh, we didn't get it. The lantern is out. Warrior's Instincts is gone. This thing has 7 on it. 6, 7. And we have taken 2 damage. So we're down to 1 life. It's the next round. Yep, we're down to our last life. We need to exhaust. Traumatized. So we got discarded, regretful, and traumatized. So if we draw 1 more, we're still back in the same boat. We have to throw this out. All right, we get our first card, and then we'll have to shuffle these. And this might be the end, folks. Might have to see if Fane can do it. Nas gave it a good go, but unless we can get by the courtroom, we 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. Surround, quick thinking, tough as nails, nope, rush, maybe intimidate, maybe dauntless, and Orcus senses. So the good news is we can use intimidate and scare that dog off. Do I have any way to get by the obstacle of the courtroom? I got 2 blue. 4 is the most dice I can get to go through there. You're not good at getting by obstacles, just fighting. So let's go ahead and use Intimidate on this turn. Don't roll this turn. Add 1 progress to every challenge. Then delve 2 for every challenge you complete. So we'll do that. We'll add 1, 1, and 1, and add 1 to the dog. That's going to defeat the dog. The hound, and then we get to go down 2, 1, 2, and draw a card. And we got Empty Priest. Okay, so courtroom is an obstacle. There's no way for us to heal. If you fail a combat, ignore the penalty. Has to be green. I don't think there's any way for us to get out of this. So we could do surround. It's blue. We get a +2 if it's boosted, but I don't have anything else that boosts. Well, if you fail a puzzle, ignore the penalty. Nope, can't do that. I think we have to go for. I know I keep looking at. I think we're going to do surround and boost it and go for the courtroom. So the courtroom, it's got 1 on it. I'm going to use my ability to move another one to it from the broken crown. So it's got 2. And then we're going to boost it with. We're going to boost it with quick thinking. So that's going to make it be 5. So we got 5, 6, 7, 8. So we need 1 blue. We need 1 blue. Because this gives us 2, and then you get +2 if it's boosted. So this is a 4, plus the boost of 1, which is a 5. It's got 2 on it, 6, 7. So 1 blue. Then we get 1 blue. We got it. We got 1 blue. So we get by the courtroom, and that's going to let us heal 3. All right. So at least we're back up to 4. We've gotten by that obstacle. Draw a card. Obstacle. Harmony's Plaza. If failed, suffer +3 for every combat in play. That's not good. And we can't do anything except for. That is not a trap. We could spend 5 and try to get through the obstacle. Okay, so if we do, I think we have to do Orcus Census for 3. Blue is not an option. Green is not an option. We have to go after the red card or exhaust. And if we exhaust, we might just lose automatically. So we have to go after, we have to try to get through this plaza. We're going to do 3 for Orcus Census. No, actually, we should do Tough as Nails. Yeah, we should do Tough as Nails because if we do 2, 3, 4, if we lose, we can still ignore the penalty, ignore any damage. So we could do 4, and then we'd need 3 successes, and then next turn we can try to beat it with one of these other cards. All right, so 2, 3, 4. So we got 4. We need 3 red. 3, 3 red. 1, 2 reds. And because of Tough as Nails, we can ignore the penalty. So we got 6 on here. Better than nothing. And then it's our turn again. So the well only has 1 card in it, which means we're going to get to the bottom of the well next turn, and Scorn's going to come out. And there's no place for us to heal, no matter what. So I guess we'll use Orcish Senses. I hate wasting these cards. This is kind of like our chance, but we'll use Orcish Senses. We'll go after the plaza. It's a good thing we went after the plaza because we But to go down 3, that's going to take us to the bottom of the well, which means all these go away. And then Scorn's protectors will come out, and we'll see which Scorn it is. All right, so we are dealing with 3 strikes. I will allow you 3 strikes to defeat me. After that, you belong to me. If failed 3 times, lose the game. I think this is the hardest one. We have to hit him 3 times to beat him. We've got 2 bound prisoners, so it doesn't look like these guys are going to do anything. Let's check his. So we got combat reprisal. Each time you put 1 or more progress on this challenge, suffer a damage. We got the witness. You complete or discard this challenge, flip it over. We've got justice. This challenge has +3 difficulty per face down challenge in play. And we've got when darkness is rolled, seeker must discard 1 card at random. If you complete or discard this challenge, flip it over. So these are his protectors. And the way it works is each one has a color that's going to make him vulnerable to a certain type of attack. And once we defeat his protectors, based on that color, like that'll make him vulnerable to green, red. This one, if we beat it, doesn't make him vulnerable in blue. So blue, this one doesn't make him vulnerable to anything. And this, so we got the witness, implacable, justice, and reprisal. This one we can ignore. When darkness is rolled, every seeker must discard 1 card at random. Oh, that's why you want to get rid of that green one. We want to go through the red. So 25 damage in 3 hits is what we would have to do. Beat him. All right. So it is back to us. We just used toughest nails and Orcus senses. So we only have Dauntless. Now here's the thing. We have Traumatized, which needs regretful and discarded. So we've got discarded and traumatized. So if we draw regretful, we lose. Haunted and guilt ridden. So when we refresh, and we have to refresh, if we draw regretful, we've been defeated. All right, so we've got the exhaustion deck right here. We're going to rest, so we're going to discard this card. And is this the end of Nas of the Wind Strikes? Did she get to the well? It's guilt ridden. All right, it is not regretful, but haunted and estranged, so we can't rest anymore unless we get rid of one of these, or we've been defeated. So we'll get our next 8 cards. We still have a little bit of a chance. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm not liking the odds though. Calm under fire, probe, knockout. We can discard a challenge with progress on it. Leadership, shattering blow. Okay. So I think we want to go after this horse. And I think we want to. Well, this card is on top of your discard pile. We're going to want to do knockout, but we need to get progress on something in order to do knockout. So I think we're going to do leadership for 1. Or shattering blow. If we do shattering blow and we do inevitable, if you suffer any damage this turn, Draw one card for each damage you suffer. Yeah, I think let's do that. Let's do Calm Under Fire, and we're gonna go after this Magic Wand, Combat Reprisal. Every time we put tokens on here, we take a damage, and this is gonna let us draw a card for each damage we suffer. And if we roll the Darkness, we have to discard a card at random. Oh, I don't like that. That makes me feel like I should do Leadership first to try to. Should I do Leadership first? If I do Leadership first and get rid of one of these exhaustion cards and take a damage, or I can do Calm Under Fire for 5. I can't boost Duel of Honor. It's tough. Then I can do Shattering Blow next turn and probably get by the red. Yeah, because I just need. We have to survive one turn and hope that they don't make us discard knockout. So we're going to do Calm Under Fire. It's 2. We're going to go after Reprisal. Don't think I'm going to boost it because I need to keep this. This is +3 versus combat, though. Yeah, let's boost it. Let's make it a 5. All right, and then we're looking for reds. 6. So we got 6. These are gone. 6 is going to go on here. I'm going to take a damage, and then I have to discard a card at random. The damage is going to let me draw a card. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll just roll a d8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Do I have a d8 around here? We'll roll this d10 and we'll just roll it again. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we discard Duel of Honor. Okay. That lets us survive. So it's got 6 on it. We're going to use our ability to put 1 on 2 Implacable. So we're going to move 1 from here. So 3. Move 1 onto here. And then for our turn, we're going to play Knockout. Before this action, you may discard a challenge with progress on it. And we'll discard Implacable. It doesn't say it can't be discarded. Yep, if you complete or discard this card, flip it over. So we flip it over. It says, no matter. Once I have dealt with you, my steed will be restored. So we take out his horse. And then we're going to do 3 against this. It's got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's boost it. Let's boost it for 1. Okay, so that's going to be 4. And then we're going after this one. Looking for reds. 2. So 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we have defeated this Combat Reprisal. Each time you put 1 or more progress. Yep. If you complete it, we flip it over. So now he's vulnerable to red. Anytime a challenge inflicts damage, it inflicts an extra damage. But we can attack him with red now. So that's gone. Okay, so the witness. So I think now we're going to go after the witness. That doesn't do anything bad to us. We're going to boost our leadership. So we're just going after it for 2 because we want to be able to throw away one of these cards. Should I do that, or are we doomed? Is it gonna matter, or should I just go after him with red? So if I do 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, I can hit him once. No, no matter what. Oh yeah, we're gonna run out of time. We are gonna run out of time. Yeah, I'm gonna go after the witness for one and boost it because I need to throw out one of the exhaustion cards and hope that I don't pull the other one. So let's do that. All right, so we got let's see, that's one greens. This is green, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 goes on green, 5 on the witness, and this lets me get rid of an exhausted card. So what do I think it is? Do we get rid of guilt ridden? Yeah, we'll get rid of guilt ridden. So this gets shuffled back in. Oh God. Okay. These two are gone. So that just leaves us with Shattering Blow and Warrior's Instinct. So I can either do Warrior's Instinct, and that's going to let me draw 2 cards. Before this action, discard 1 card. So hit him for 5, or just hit him for 5. So I guess it doesn't matter, right? Because if I play this card, I have to discard 1. So I'd have to throw that, and it'd be 5 dice. If I play this card, I can boost it for 2. Then I get to draw 2 cards. So before attempting a combat, draw 2 cards. We're going to place Warrior's Instinct. So we're going to draw 2. We got 1 here, and then we have to shuffle because that's our only cards. Oops. And then we'll draw 1 more. Okay. All right, let's see if our Warrior's Instinct rush. Well, the good news is with rush, I could use that for 3 next turn and do the witness again. And I'm not missing anything, right? No, I'm not supposed to take any damage from anything. All right, so this is going to be our attack. So we're attacking for 5. We'll make it 6. We'll boost it with the Wind Mastery. This is our first attack on him. So we only get 3 tries. So 6, 7, 8. So he takes 8 damage. 3, 6. I needed to average 9. So 8, 16, 24. That's my first attack. Those are gone. And then we have Rush. So I could do Rush and draw 1 card. Does it help me at all to do that, or should I just pull it? I think I'm delaying the inevitable. I'm just going to pull it. So we are going to exhaust. This is it. So I forget which one we're not looking for, but let's see. This is Regretful. I feel like Regretful is one of the bad ones. No, wait. Regretful and Discarded. Traumatized. Oh no. We ran out of time. So we've got Regretful, Discarded, and Traumatized. If Discarded and Traumatized are also in play, you lose the game. And we have been taken out. We just ran out of time. It was a valiant effort by Nas. That's it. That's tough. I feel like we could have did it. I think if we did not, let's say if we had pulled the other one. Yeah, if we pulled Haunted, we would have been okay because Guilt Ridden would have still been there. If we had one more round, 2, 3. Oops, I'm actually pulling from the bottom. Let's see what we would have got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We had one more round where we have been able to do it. Leadership. I don't feel like it. I don't see enough red cards. 3, 6. Don't feel like we would have been able to do it. So every turn we could have moved a token, and we had 2 attacks. +3 versus puzzle. +3. We could have played this again and tried to throw another one of those, but it probably would have been better to boost. You may discard a challenge with progress on it. Yeah, I don't really see a way. 3. All right, well, let's see. So let's say we would have did Dauntless. That would have been 3, and then this would have been 6, 8. So we could have boosted it twice, right? That's 3, 6, 8. Looking for reds. He's got 8 damage on him. That would have been 3. So that would have been 11. That would have been 11 damage, which would have been really good. 3, 6, 9, 10, 11. So 11 plus 8 is 19. So we would have needed to do 6. 6 red. So we would have used this Nas, and we would have put 1 from the witness over to him. And then we would have needed 5, and we could have done knockout for 3 and 2 boosts, 4 or 5. Yep. So we were close. And then we would have thrown the reds in there. That 1, that'd have been 6. So even if we didn't move it, we would have got it. So yeah, pretty close, Nas. Almost, but no cigar. We'll have to see next time if she can get to the bottom of the well. All right, that's gonna wrap up our playthrough. Hope you enjoyed our look at Kinfire Delve. I think there's 3 boxes with this game. I did an unboxing of this a long time ago. Scorn Stockade. All right, pretty fun. That's it. Like, comment, share, subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching and have a great day.